Welcome to Game On. I'm Matt Gallant.
I'm Randy Kagan, and what were the odds, Matt? I'm on a golf course. Make sure my friends don't see me, please.
Let me tell you, dude, you look good. He's got the golf hat, the shirt, even the spikes.
I feel retarded. You know, what do you need spikes for in a golf game? I mean, what's your hurry? We're golfing.
Well, dude, we're not just golfing today, man. We're going to play a game that you're going to love.
What?
Outlaw Golf on the Xbox.
Sweet.
Things kicking.
I like that one.
You're going to like it. We're also going to play my all-time favorite game on PlayStation 2.
I know what it is.
What is it?
Grand Theft Auto 3.
Because we're playing these games, today's show is rated M.
Right. For mature audiences only, I can't even watch the show. I have to look to the left of the show. I'm very immature, if you haven't noticed.
Oh, not at all. Don't put yourself down. Anyway, this show is all about the consequences at the end, and today's consequence
The worst.
involves the Men of Game On calendar.
Whoever loses has to be in the calendar in one of those Speedo banana hammocks with the little package and you're greased up. I'm not losing this one, Matt.
Dude,
no way in hell.
I'm not losing either, but you know what we need to do, I think, to play a little golf?
Get some outlaws.
We need to find some outlaws.
Game On, brought to you by EB Games.
Hey, Randy, you know what? It's time to meet the outlaw golfers.
I think this is going to be my team. This is summer, and this is autumn, and I need no other seasons, Matt.
I'm going to go with the dominatrix, Nasuki here, and
Pudding.
Unfortunately, with Nasuki comes pudding.
Yeah, good luck with that, Matt. He's sweating a lot. It's not that easy pudding, easy pudding.
Easy pudding, easy with those sticks, my friend.
Only for me.
Dominatrix, do something about your renegade pudding over there.
Anyway, Randy, let's explain how the game works.
Well, here's the beauty. It's not like any other golf game. I mean, this golf game allows felons, arsons, total carnage you would not normally see on a real golf course.
Now, when you play the game, say you get frustrated, you start playing poorly, your composure starts to go down. When your composure goes down, the game gets harder. The way to get out of that, Randy, is to beat down your cat.
How do you like that? And here's that. Here's that.
If you beat your caddy down, you get your composure back. We're going to be doing that today. In fact, mano a mano.
That's right. Pudding to pudding. Let's do it. After you, dominatrix.
We're going to whip your ass. Get it? Whip your ass.
I don't get it, Matt. I'm sorry. I don't get it at all.
Listen, we're going to play 3 holes of golf. First one, video. Second hole is an actual golf hole. The third hole is back to the video.
What about cake hole?
Or pie hole.
Sweet, sweet pie hole.
If you lose, you get to spend the night with pudding.
Oh, yeah, that's pudding. That's pudding with a G, not the good pudding.
Inflicting maximum punishment on every ball she hits is Mistress Suki.
You ready? Pudding.
Wait a minute.
Oh, no, they're spelling it pudding.
They stole my pudding.
Now you know when he says pudding, he's talking about...
First up is Summer.
Remember, if I lose, I have to get greased up in baby oil in a Speedo.
Oh, look at that shot.
Nice shot.
Mistress Suki is ready for action.
Mr. Suzuki stepping to the first tee.
I don't think it's Suzuki.
Suzuki. Here we go. No. All right, Suki, follow through.
She smacked it.
Oh, that's a good ball.
Cleavage just heaving everywhere.
Look at the bounce on that, Randy. She hit that, into the rough.
I thought you liked it rough.
Oh,
I do like it rough, but my leather's chafing.
Okay, now you gotta bring the club back with the stick.
Oh.
Hey, okay, so she's a little ditzy. Look at her. Okay, it evens out.
Just like my girlfriend, this green is fast.
Going across the lawn. How do you do play-by-play on golf? There's the hole, there's the ball, it's rolling.
It's the hole! Too bad!
Bad shot, bad shot, bad shot, bad shot. Can I have another?
Suki, you sucky.
Hey!
Oh, sorry, Pudding. Sorry, Pudding.
Plus 7, we got an 11. No. Play reaction.
Light down.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't see her do that. I didn't see Suki do that.
Yes, someone does.
Summer, you were great. Now, can you actually golf? Can you really golf?
Of course.
I sometimes wish I could do that to Randy. Hey, Randy, you know what I'm thinking? You guys won the first
Yeah,
hole.
let's just get to another hole.
Let's
quick.
play the second hole, but this is going to be real golf.
Nice.
The real thing, baby.
Sweet. More holes. More strokes. More holes. Here's a 3-iron, right?
3 wood.
This is the 3 wood. I can relate to this wood. Now there's a lot of wood. Okay, here's some more wood. Now, what you need to do is take that ball and just hit the crap out of it that way.
Oh, too bad!
Sweet! Look at that! That's not good. Wait, that wasn't good. That wasn't very far. Do over!
Can we?
Things are not looking very promising.
That's it!
Oh, my! It's not looking good out there, folks.
Bad shot, bad shot. Someone has to pay. Hit! Hit!
All right, we're in trouble.
I'm Mr. Suki,
And I'm Pudding.
and you're watching Game On.
And we'll be right back.
Don't talk unless I say so.
Every day, around the world, thousands of caddies are needlessly abused.
Very nice shot, sir.
The Save the Caddies Foundation is helping stop these abuses, and with your help, we can succeed. Sponsorship is just $4.95 a day. That's right, for the price of a grande iced latte, you can make a difference in a caddie's life. This is Joe. He was severely beaten caddying a corporate tournament. His recovery has been slow, and caddies like him need your help. As a sponsor, you will receive a signed scorecard each month from your caddy and a personalized letter saying that he is okay. Stop the needless violence against caddies. Call now. Sponsor a caddy.
Well, 007, how did you come to ruin this little beauty? And where exactly is the rest of this? And I suppose you can explain this.
Oh, James.
It's not easy being Bond on Nintendo GameCube, Xbox, and PlayStation 2. Rated T for teen.
This week on Real Time, presented by Coca-Cola. 6 back-to-back episodes of Players.
I rule at Pac-Man.
Now you're talking to the best Madden player.
You trying to follow that, son? Sunday at 7 p.m.
Randy, let me tell you something. These lovely ladies sure can hit the snot out of the ball.
Oh, I think her ball's still in the air. I mean, it's flying miles away.
You know what we ought to do? Let's get in our motorized golf carts and hit our second shot.
Way down there. Let's go.
tap that in. Tap that in. Step it in.
You don't want you that way. You don't want you that way.
Yay!
It's my fault. It's my fault.
Okay. Suki was great, but I gotta say that Summer, she really shocked me out of nowhere. Not only is she luscious, but she can golf. I mean, unbelievable.
Randy, all I want to say is that we're down 3 strokes, which we're going to make up when we play our 3rd hole in the video game. I got to tell you, though, this one hole was longer than my entire 4 years in college.
It really was. I saw Haley's Comet go back around, but you know what? They wiggle a lot, and it made the time go a lot quicker. It's close. Anything can happen, Matt. Anything can happen.
Here it is, 3 strokes. Suki, if we make up 3 strokes, if we beat them by 3, we tie. If we beat them by 4, we win. Oh, here we go. Look who's up. Little sexy.
I'm up. Not you, Pudding. You're big sexy.
Oh, wow. Hope no squirrels are living there.
That didn't look good. Did you hit a birdhouse?
Okay.
Oh, yeah, baby! Yeah, it's on the green! Yeah! Yeah! Oh! Hey, whoa! Yes! Where you are, baby! She did good.
Oh, whoa, that looks good.
Big tree. Nice. You're right, not far from her. It's a little better. Nice job. Great job. Oh, yeah. Gonna shake it. Gonna bake it. Don't. Ouch.
That looks really good! Oh!
That was good, though.
Yeah.
Suki, that was good.
It's like this far from it.
You're familiar with that distance. Nice! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! What's your name? Say your name.
I'm so sorry about that shot. Oh, my. Ow!
Are you kidding this guy?
Come on, Missy. Oh, Missy.
Oh, Gordon.
I'm so
Bad shot. Bad shot. When will he learn?
Well, Randy, I have to say congratulations.
I am shocked. Not only is Summer luscious, but she's awesome. I mean, she's a gamer.
Randy, you have a point.
So I'm up by 1.
You're up by 1, and I'm hoping our criminals tomorrow can save me in
On Grand Theft Auto
3.
Come on with it.
Gotta release some pain.
No, Missy. No.
Way to go, girl.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Not only did I lose
Yeah, you did.
in Outlaw Golf, we couldn't get a ride back, so we were forced to steal this
Yes.
car a la Grand Theft Auto 3.
Yeah, you know what, kids at home, I know a lot of your parents tell you not to steal, but sometimes it's just easier. Why work when you can take? Am I wrong, Matt?
I think you might be wrong, but here's what we're going to do, mister. We're going to go inside, we're going to play some Grand Theft Auto 3. Let's go
Oh,
in!
sorry. Okay, hold on.
What would a Grand Theft Auto 3 game be without classic cars? I mean, look at this place. We're at Cars with Class in Santa Monica.
This is awesome.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have 2 rounds. We're going to have a racing round where these guys are going to be racing around. Our second round, these guys are going to be taking policemen's wives to the ball.
Yeah, you know these rent-a-wives
You know,
with
curvaceous, with short
with
skirts.
tremendous opportunities.
Loser this. If I lose, I'm wearing the, little skimpy bikini bottom and being in the big calendar.
All right, this is Waldo. Waldo?
What?
What are you in for?
Giving Martha Stewart some tax tips.
Oh, so you were the one.
Yeah.
And now this man, don't let him deceive you. He looks like a geek, but he's a criminal. He's an outlaw. How do you feel today?
Feeling good. We're gonna win. We're gonna take them down. Why don't we meet my team? Look who it is. It's Herb, not Herb, everybody. Herb. Herb, what were you in for? What was your felony?
I stole an ice cream truck.
You stole an... Wow. And look back here. It's Dude. Now, Dude, you ready to play a little Grand Theft Auto 3?
I'm ready, man.
All right, Matt, let's do it. Outlaw to outlaw, felon to felon, geek to geek. You, my friend, are going to be wearing a banana hammock.
Stop with the blue. Just stop there. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, you're going straight. Go straight. Hit the gate. Hit the gate.
What gate?
See the blue thing?
Those blue arrows?
Yeah. Where the heck are we? Shoot.
That's
back up, back up, back up.
40-car pile up there, Matt. Your dude's a dud.
Okay, there
Thank you.
doesn't
Maybe
light.
he's trying a little your other guys.
Okay, right. Stop. Back up, back up, back up, back up.
Sweet.
Back up, back up.
Before I get to the intersection.
Okay, back up, back up, back up. Go this way. Go straight. There's a gate. Go, go, go.
Kill you.
Okay, that's 2 gates. Back up, back
Telling
up.
him how to do the entire process.
Randy, I'm coaching him. I'm helping you out. Go left. Go to that gate.
No, you don't want to
Go, 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 go,
He'll
go.
kill you.
Okay, that's gate 3. Okay.
Sit on his lap, Matt. You want to.
Try to, yeah. It is. There you
Trying.
go. Yeah. We have 4 gates.
Go to the light.
Oh, we're in trouble.
Dude, you're dead.
Come on,
Dude,
go, go.
you're dead.
All right, Randy, we had 4 gates
Not
before we
bad.
crashed and burned.
Billy's in. Dude, you're out.
Okay. All right,
Can you walk
dude.
a straight line there, dude? Hey,
4 gates, here
go
we
look
go.
at that strobe. Go look at the strobe light over there. All right, Billy, all you got to do is get 5 gates, we win. So just relax and follow the pink dot. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. You can see you're going. When you don't want to get wrecked, you want to go see you win.
Oh, he's already smoking.
Yeah, dude, you got to. You had to go
I
back
was
and get
car
that blue.
smoking already.
You missed the whole. You ran into a wall and you missed the whole blue thing. Wow. Now you know this isn't demolition derby, right? Okay, there you go.
There's one.
You don't want to smash up your car because you're gonna lose. And yeah, you gotta quit hitting stuff.
Oh no, the light's on fire!
Now listen, Billy, you might wanted to tell me you had a suicide, a death wish before you did
Maybe
this.
I needed the glasses.
Were you
Maybe I
trying
think
to-
I needed the glasses. Maybe I needed
Are you
the
having
glasses.
problems at home? I mean, are you trying to die?
Well, hey, it's not
I've never
over.
seen anybody kill themselves that quick in my life.
Randy, it's not over yet because we have to go to the policeman's ball
Dude,
now.
you reached a new level of stink.
You're watching Game On? We'll be right back.
Be right back.
Johnson, I want that report on my desk now. Where are you, Johnson? Your #1 job description is to keep Duncan Johnson. It's time for you to produce. I'm tired of your excuses. That report was due on my desk at 9 o'clock this morning. 9 o'clock this morning.
Introducing Metal Gear Solid 2, Substance, only on Xbox. The original smash hit, plus loads of extra gameplay, like over 500 new missions, exciting new storylines, and all new playable characters. Not to mention some of the meanest bosses you'll ever encounter. Metal Gear Solid 2, Substance, only on Xbox. Rated M for mature from Konami.
What the?
G4ia, the award show for gamers, is starting soon.
Randy, have you noticed how my mood has just enhanced since the last round?
And you know why? It's because you're picturing me in a Speedo, and that's obviously putting a skip in your step.
Or as I like to call it, a grape smuggler.
Exactly.
Or in your case, a marble bag. All right, here we go. Here's what's gonna happen, all right? Both of our players are gonna act as chauffeurs. They're gonna be picking up some lovely ladies and taking them to the policeman's ball. The person who picks up the most ladies and drops them off is the winner.
Is the pimp, the player. Whoever gets the most pudding, a lovely librarian, for instance, wins the game.
Waldo, let's hope you're saying where, because I don't want to be wearing that suit.
I don't even know what that meant, but
Where's
we're gonna kick
Waldo?
butt.
Get it? Where's Waldo?
Oh, okay, I get
play
you.
the game?
Anytime you gotta explain your jokes, that's good. Okay, let's go, let's go. Kick some butt. So you know you're going to the green dots.
Shut up already. Let me
You need tips
drive.
from me? I got some good tips for you.
No, you keep spooging on me. I'm gonna need a technician.
Can I drive?
Yes, sir. Wow, you got a big voice.
Can I hit start now?
It's great. You get to be
You got
this guy.
5 minutes, buddy.
You gotta get into the
In the
car.
car.
How do you get in the car?
Hit the green square. Hit the triangle.
We can't even get in the car.
I'm in. Shut up.
Oh, this is a bad sign. I wonder what color Speedo I should wear.
I'm looking for the lady.
Yo, lady! I'm looking
Hey,
for the
wait.
lady, your car is being demolished.
What you do is you pull up.
Wait, here's one. Hold on.
I wonder if it'll be a tight
No,
Speedo
the
or
command.
a loose banana hammock. Harper just slaughtered somebody,
I
Waldo.
didn't see. Hello.
She had her whole life.
I will pull over and make you just wear the Speedo
Pull
now.
over, you just blew up. You hit a pole. You guys just want to see my weenie.
I'm stuck.
Your sweater is
Hold on.
lucky for
Oh,
Matt's
wait,
team.
I got out of the car. I'm not getting in the car until you shut up and help me.
Forget the triangles. It's like a bad family trip. Listen, Sweater Boy, you're gooing on me. Now, I don't know. Quit spooching on me.
Apologize.
I give up. I'm giving up. This is the first time I ever gave up. I give up. Can I have my Speedo now, please?
Can I just drive?
You can do it.
You know what? I picked the two biggest losers in the history of gaming. The one guy's screaming how he's Grandmaster Gamer and he stinks. I'm saying he stinks like a landfill.
Oh, he's burning up. He's going to crash. That's it.
He's on fire. He's on fire and he just blew up. Okay, great. I'm going to be wearing a banana hammock. Great. Now everybody's going to see my package. This is great. Great gig. You know what? Maury Povich doesn't have to do this. Huh? Why should I? Regis Philbin doesn't have to do this. I have never, ever seen anybody so lame at gaming.
Hello, Mr. Next Street Bar Driver.
Forget it.
You are useless. It's tits on a ball. Useless.
How am I useless?
You're useless. You're sitting there.
Admit it, you want to see me in a banana hammock. Admit it.
I want to see him in banana hammock.
Okay, then why did you stink so bad?
You're supposed to coach us.
Randy, it comes down to this. My guy has to get one lady to the ball, and I'm going to have a ball watching you in that suit.
My guy doesn't even like ladies.
Okay, go right.
You're bad.
Go up. Go straight.
You just do it for him.
I'm trying to coach you.
Do it like a ventriloquist act and put your hand up.
Go right.
Go faster.
Go right. Go to the right.
Go to the left. Go to the left. Go to the left. Go to the left. Politically, you want to go politically.
Just listen to me. Go straight.
Go straight. Go to the right.
Go straight.
You're gonna be the wrong kind of
Keep
person.
going straight.
Like an old lady.
There she is. Just pull up next to her.
No.
Yeah, pull up. Stop. Let her get in. A little more. Let her get in.
No, that's not right.
Okay. Left in the parking lot. Pull into that blue spot. There it is. You get out. Yeah, that's it. We got it. Yeah. You kicked my butt in that golf.
Am I supposed to fill all this up?
Yeah. Well, we get some socks.
Can I get a sock? Yeah. A big one. I better not get athletes.
Your team whooped me on the golf course.
What? Yeah, but these are the worst gamers I've ever seen.
Where the phone?
I'm getting heckled by a gay gamer.
Let's see Randy's white butt in that thing.
That's a little too much detail, Matt.
Oh, well, you know.
You're scaring me. This is supposed to be funny.
All right, baby, I want you to make love to that box. You've done it well. Give it a little slap. Show
your daddy, baby.
Set right on. Give me a big bicep. Big bicep.
Oh, I got it. These guns go bang,
Show
baby.
that gun, baby. Load it up.
Boom!
Yeah. Put you on the right nipple.
Smells like urine. You got the package going?
I got that package. Beef up the chest. Let's see a little bit of those pecs.
Oh, wait. You know what? I think I got caught in the coax.
You've seen the women of Game On. Now, by popular demand, the real heroes of gaming. The men of Game On. Hot, sexy, hardcore gamers greased up and ready to give you the days of the month in the new Men of Game On calendar. Order now and get this free behind-the-scenes video. You'll get to see all the hot, greasy gamers up close and personal.
Gaming gone mad, baby. You are about to get it all. There it is right there.
War Gamer. Fantasy Gamer. X Gamer.
Tony Hawk's got nothing on you.
Arcade Gamer.
Backside the game on again. Let's get a good shot of your asteroids.
Even the ultra hot, ultra hip, ultra gamer.
Give that boy some more grease.
Supplies limited, so call now. Operators are standing by.
Oh, Summer, it's your birthday. You gotta show me how to do that booty dance. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come on. Oh, yeah. I can't do it like you can.
Give me Blue Steel, dude. Give me Magnum, dude. Give me Blue Steel.
What?
Blue Steel, Magnum.
I don't even know what that is.
Powder, you're sexy.
I'm getting Pink Steel in a second.
Trent, you ready to go?
I'm ready. We've had some great subjects so far, but I think Randy might be the best one we get yet. You ready to get geared up and go?
Oh, this is great. This guy's from a faraway land. He's gonna take a picture of my package. Just don't expect a plantain.
Plantain? What the?
It's a big banana.
Oh, I get it.
Gaming certificates provided by EB Games.
Isn't that Kathy McGuire?
You can win big in the Build a Big Mac game. Win instantly or collect to win. Toyota RAV4s and Toyota Camrys, Toshiba plasma displays, Nintendo GameCube systems, millions in cash and prizes.
Yeah, I remember that day. 32 against 2. Slow day for yours truly. I'll let Jack handle these lurkers. Once in a while, I throw him a bone. Yeah, I let him have these ones, too. He's been a little rusty, so,
Hi, Jack.
Hey! I was just talking about you.
A new legacy is born, ready for everyone.
My name is Wolf Morrow, and I'm the world record holder for the fastest time through the Tomb Raider 2 obstacle course. My family's been deeply involved in gaming since the late 70s. I started entering video game contests back when it was considered a geek's passion. My father and brother are avid gamers as well. They're both currently working on the fastest possible completion of The Legend of Zelda. Eventually we ran out of ideas and couldn't get a time faster than 105.7. I was convinced I could do better. Using an approach similar to the late Bruce Lee's philosophy, I took only the most effective parts of each method or style I could find through extensive research on the internet. I then made a solution set of these techniques and started applying them to the game. It took me 6 hours of constant attempts before I could finally nail 103.9 on videotape. I never gave up until I got the record without any cheats.
Gosh, that was my best time yet.
It's football season on Judgment Day.
Blue 58.
That's right. Today on the show, we're taking a look at Madden NFL 2004, ESPN NFL Football, NFL Game Day 2004, PN 03 for the GameCube, and Voodoo Vince for the Xbox. All right, first game we're going to talk about is Madden NFL 2004. We're going to focus on the PlayStation 2 version, but of course it's also available for Xbox, PC, GameCube, Game Boy Advance, Intellivision, ColecoVision, and
the Telstar.
The Telstar, right. Okay, what did you think of Madden NFL 2004?
I didn't like the Odyssey 2 version, though.
The Odyssey 2 version of this game.
Graphics weren't as good.
No, they're not very good. What'd you think?
Well, I gotta say that this is by far, I gotta say this up front, this is by far the best football video game ever done in the history of video games.
I'll beat that, man.
How can you possibly beat that?
I think this is the best sports game ever made. I don't think there's been a better,
you did beat that,
more authoritative, more detailed, more refined sports game ever designed. This is fabulous stuff. EA's added a thing called Playmaker Control, which utilizes the right analog thumbstick, and this is what definitively will stop gamers from cheating and always pulling off that one play that gets them the touchdown every time. Now you can't do that anymore because when you're playing against an opponent who understands how to use the Playmaker Control, you can adjust things on the fly. You can move your defenders over right away. You can tell if they're going to do a passing play or a rushing play. Definitely an incredible addition to the gameplay this year.
Some of the in-between animations aren't as smooth as some of the other games. You'll go from like a running position kind of and just kind of jump to another shot. The Madden heads and faces have always been a little weird. They always kind of look like little plastic mannequins. They still blink and they do that kind of thing, but some of the faces in the other games are done a lot better. You also had a comment about the sliding.
Yeah, it still has the slippery kind of control on the ground. You never get the sense that your cleats are connecting to the dirt and you're digging in and you can make those on-the-fly jukes and spins
little
around.
ice skatey almost.
It's still a little bit skatey. It's always plagued the Madden series. I loved the online capabilities of this thing. I love all the tournaments that EA is setting up. Definitely an extra added bonus, gotta love feature of Madden 2004.
But I want to see Madden on the Xbox Live. No backroom, secret, sneaky deals with Sony. It's got to be for everybody. But the thing we got to talk about the most is the amazing owner's mode in this thing.
Right.
It's absolutely very cool. Unbelievable. Let me tell you something. Do you realize you can take a team, right?
Right.
And you can decide how much you're going to charge for hot dogs and sodas. I charged $700 for foam fingers at one point.
And your team had one season, actually one game.
$7,000 for parking. I don't care.
Right.
I didn't have anyone show up at my stadium, but still.
Yeah. Madden NFL 2004, I think, is the best sports game ever made. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10.
I'm going to go with a 9.5.
On the positive side, this game features a much improved online experience on the PlayStation 2. The owner mode is a fantastic addition to the gameplay, and playmaker control means that you can stop the cheating. This is a fantastic new addition.
On the negative side, the players' faces don't look as good as the other football games out there. A lot of the players' animations and motion captures don't connect as well and blend as easily as in other football games. But finally, my biggest beef with Madden is that they didn't make it Xbox Live compatible.
All right, now that we've talked about Madden, which is the best football game out there, we're going to talk about some of the competitors that are available as well. This one's ESPN NFL Football. It's from Sega.
Now, one of the most unique things that this game does that I don't know if any game's ever done before, and I've always kind of thought that this would be a cool idea to do, and they did it.
Yeah.
Helmet cam.
Yeah, right.
So if you wanted to play the quarterback and see it first-person perspective through his eyes, you can do this. Now, the major problem with this is that you nearly want to puke playing this game.
Well, watching it more. I mean, when you're playing, you can.
If you're watching someone play this game,
impossible.
You're pretty much vomiting all over the place. I mean,
they should put that as a little feature on the back.
I barfed on your couch. I puked on your rug. You know, it is great when you get hit and tackled, though. Yeah, I mean, your head goes crazy and a big flash. I mean, you really feel like you're on the field and getting tackled, which is great.
This is a fantastic playing football game. And actually, there's a lot of things that I enjoy more about playing this game than playing Madden. I really like the way that the players connect to the ground. I think the running game has always been better with Sega's game. You really do feel like your cleats are digging in and you can make those juke moves and you can do the stutter steps and you can get around defenders.
Now tell me what you thought of the crib.
With the crib, what you're doing is basically you're collecting your rewards and you can keep track of the accomplishments because that's when you get the little extras that you can fill up in your crib there. I like that very much.
You should be able to pick up cheerleaders and then every time you bring one back to your crib, you can have a trophy for that. Well, I commend Sega and ESPN for having both consoles online. You can get online on Xbox, get online on the PlayStation 2.
Yep.
That's cool. Unlike other companies, EA, you know what I'm talking about.
It's definitely a contender. It's just not quite the polish and shine of Madden NFL 2004. What are you going to give ESPN football?
If Madden didn't exist,
yeah,
this game would have got a higher score. But
yes,
the fact that Madden's out there to compete with this and just does everything so amazing, I'm going to give this an 8.
Right. I'm going to give it a 9. I mean, this game's still got lots of gameplay. It's got a franchise mode. It's got the crib. It's got the first-person thing. It's got online play. It's the game to get on the Xbox, but it still doesn't beat the PlayStation 2 experience of Madden. On the positive side, this is a game that you can play online on both the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. The crib feature is kind of funky. It's a great way to show off all the rewards you've won. But the best part about this game is it's very tight gameplay. Action on the field feels exactly the way you want it to.
You know, on the negative side, there's nothing really specifically wrong with this game. It's just that a lot of this stuff isn't as in-depth as the Madden game. Oh yeah, and one other thing, although I love the concept of helmet cam, it makes me want to barf all over the place.
All right, there's one more football game that we've got to talk about. It's from Sony. It's PlayStation 2 exclusive. It's 989 Sports NFL Game Day 2004. What'd you think of this one?
Now, the Game Day franchise took a huge dive back a couple years ago.
Yeah, as soon as it hit the PlayStation 2.
On the PlayStation, as a matter of fact, they just stopped making the game. They've brought it back now, and they've done a lot of improvements. I really like the animations of the players. Their shoulders move when they walk. You know, they strut around, they breathe, they blink. I freaking died when I saw one of the refs get hit by one of the players.
There are some severe problems in a bunch of different areas. Let's talk about the art first. There are moments of just this herky-jerky thing, like it's stuck in between trying to figure out what it's supposed to do next. I also didn't like the fact that they've gone to the trouble of creating these really detailed environments. There's players and people all over the sidelines. And then the play will happen right around the sideline, and there's no animation at all.
They're like mannequins.
It does have a very good online experience, so there's all kinds of ways to create tournaments. You can chat within little rooms within the online interface built into the game.
You know, I think they did a lot of things right.
Yep.
They did some things even better than the other football games out there. Yep. But overall, it just fell a little short. I think this is a franchise that over the next couple of years could get to greatness.
Starting to bring it back again, yeah.
Right.
Which is nice to see.
So hopefully they'll focus on the positives, get rid of the negative stuff.
Yep.
But overall, I'm going to give this game a 7.5.
I'm going to give it a 6. I think it was outclassed, but I do think that game day is on the rise again, and the competition will be a good thing.
On the positive side, the online play was done extremely well. The players' faces and animations and walks and motion captures are really well done. And there's nothing funnier than watching a ref fall down right on his bum. I nearly blew the cereal out my nose.
On the negative side, there's some problems with stuttering and slowdown in the animation. The characters along the sidelines aren't animated at all, and generally, overall, this game doesn't deliver the same kind of satisfaction that you can find from EA or Sega this year. Stick around, we're going to be right back with a new GameCube shooter called PN3.
Ah, new winner of the Stupid Name Award. All right, are you ready for this? I'm talking about Madden NFL Football 2004. Now, I've been waiting for a good football game on a portable system for a long time. Now, it's not like most sports games that they port over to the GBA, which just has like the actual game itself. As we all know, the Madden franchise is all about, you know, training and building your team and choosing your players and trading players and, you know, all these kind of franchise modes. Well, guess what? This game cartridge actually has all of that inside of it. You can even create your own player. It has all the NFL teams. It even has a bunch of voice bits from Madden, and Al Michaels in there. The cheer of the crowd is really good. Now, the camera angle is a little weird sometimes because after you hike it, it kind of zooms down on the field and the players look like they kind of get a little weird and distorted, and the animations aren't as smooth as you're used to seeing, and they're actually not even as smooth as the old Genesis games from the early 90s, but still, this is by far the best football game ever done on the GBA. It has very clear and concise menu screens, very easy to read. The running game's okay, the passing game's pretty cool. It's got all the Madden extras you're used to, and you can even link it to your GameCube to unlock special Madden cards. I'm giving it a 9.
All right, we're back, and we're going to talk now about PN3. This is product number 3 from Capcom for the GameCube.
Congratulations, Capcom, on the worst name award of the year. You play a character, and her name is Vanessa. Now,
that's right.
Vanessa has one of the tightest asses I've seen on a video game character in a long time.
An incredible butt.
And as she does dances while she's shooting people, but you never find out why or how or anything like that. And to make things worse, they don't have any cool cinematics and dialogue things. It's all just reading.
Right.
And you know how I feel about that.
Yeah, you basically get your mission, you get a shot of the boss that you have to go beat up, and you go in and you beat up all the little bad guys, and then you beat up the boss, and you do that over and over again. There's only 11 missions in the game, and the bosses are actually repeated in the game. So you'll see the same boss enemy creatures over and over again, and basically all you're doing is beating up on robots and machines and stuff.
What you're beating up on is floating icons.
Yes.
Because that's all you see
That's
in the
it
game.
really is.
Obviously, if a ship is flying and it's shooting at you, obviously, yes, that is one of your enemies. But no, there's these games out there that put a big giant green icon on the ship so you know that you have to shoot that. Well, duh.
Yeah.
As well as they modeled Vanessa and her tight buns, they forgot to model the rest of the environment.
And everything's sort of white and clean looking. It's very futuristic. It gets boring because they reuse the art so much throughout the game.
It's a very repetitive game to begin with.
It's a repetitive game in terms of the action that it delivers, but it's sort of oddly addicting as well. Like you get sort of caught up in all the blasting. It's like every Twitch shooter game that you play.
I mean, it's no Devil May Cry.
No way.
Let's
not at all.
put it. You know,
it's not even. I mean, it's nowhere in the realm of a Resident Evil. It's nowhere near a Beautiful Joe. The controls are the rotate in position and then move forward kind of thing. So if you're like sideways to a platform and you have to jump up to the platform, you have to rotate your character and then jump up. It's very frustrating for that kind of thing. But in terms of like doling out the firepower, you get some pretty cool special powers and stuff like that as well. You collect all kinds of things, sort of amp up your power and stuff like that. It's a typical shooter environment. It's got a good butt and some music that you can dance to.
Good music, good butt, gets a 6 from me.
4.5 from me.
On the positive side, the music is really cool in this game. The concept of a dancing assassin is kind of neat. And Vanessa's character moves and motion looks great.
On the negative side, the control can be very difficult to deal with. There's barely any story there, and this game's got the most ridiculous name we've ever heard. All right, we're still on our search to find the perfect racing wheel for the Nintendo GameCube. We found a pretty cool one. This is called the MC2 Microcon steering wheel, and it's from Mad Catz.
What they've done is they've made it to where they've put a little lap humps in your thing so that you can jam the thing in your crotch and steer it around and it won't slide off your crotch.
It's like you're reading the instruction book right now.
Yeah.
It's also got the retractable holder thing so that when you lap hump it, you can stick the retractable holder thing. Now the thing about the steering wheel is that it's the perfect steering wheel if you're wanting to train your 3 to 6 year old how to drive.
Sure.
Because the steering wheel is very small. It's really micro, just like the name says. If you've got, you know, fairly large hands, you're going to feel all scrunched up in there. It still has the paddle shifters. It's got all the buttons on the steering wheel, so you can program them to whatever you want. Mm-hmm. The pedals are nice and sturdy. They're also very small as well.
I must say, though, that like the paddle shifters and I mean, it does feel a little flimsy.
Yeah.
It isn't one of these heavy-duty, hardcore,
no, not at all. No.
kind of thing. If you're looking for a wheel to travel with,
yes, actually, that's a good point.
That's a great thing.
And of course, the best thing about the steering wheel too is that it's only $30. I'm going to recommend it.
Yeah, I'm going to recommend it as well.
On the positive side, the price point's not too bad at $30. It's a pretty small wheel, so it's easy to store, and you can take it with you if you go traveling. And both Tommy and I love the way it hugs your lap.
On the negative side, if you have huge hands, it's going to be hard to control this thing. Some of the parts, especially the paddle shifting, seem a little less than sturdy. And finally, it's really hard to control Super Mario Sunshine with this thing.
Stick around, we're going to be right back with Voodoo Vince for the Xbox.
I live the life, the bright lights, the tight, the crowd lights, where you at, ballers?
Buried Treasure is brought to you by EB Games. We take games seriously.
Hey, I'm here at EB Games, and I've got a buried treasure that I saw on the Judgment Day forums. You guys were recommending this one. It's called Courier Crisis for the PlayStation 1. I love this game. It is a very ugly game, though. Don't be shocked by the pitiful graphics of this game. It is very, very bad looking, and I will admit that by today's standards, it falls very, very short. But this is still an incredibly fun game, and I haven't really played another game like this one since. It's sort of like a 3D take on Paperboy. Remember Paperboy from the old days in the arcades? Similar kind of thing. You play a courier, you're racing through a city, you pick up packages, and you have to get to where the package has to be delivered, and all kinds of crazy stuff jumps in your way. You've got pedestrians that have to stand in your way. You've got cars that want to run you over. You got incredible stunts and jumps that you have to pull off. The challenges also change depending on what part of the city you're traveling through. For instance, if you're going through sort of the bad part of town, you might have drive-by shootings happening, things like that. The game's definitely got that sort of extreme sports vibe. It's not too dissimilar from the whole Tony Hawk feel that's happening and still very, very popular in games today. Go check this one out. It's called Courier Crisis for the PlayStation 1. All right, we're back, and we're going to talk now about Voodoo Vince, which is from Microsoft for the Xbox.
A lot of these developers and publishers, they put out these third-person platformy 3D games,
Right.
and they're all kind of the same. Well, this one is actually really unique. The great thing about it is that level design is really well thought out. You do a lot of things in this game that you wouldn't normally do. You're not a living person, so your thinking kind of has to be like a little whack.
I was impressed by the imaginative kind of approach that everybody took. I think people think that making these character action adventure games is really simple because there's so many of them, but it's very hard to get it right. It's very hard to make something distinctive that stands apart from the competitors that are out there, but also gives you all the control and camera stuff that you want out of a 3D thing. Very sort of mature type humor in this game.
Innovative stuff though as well.
Very twisted, very weird looking bad guys. You got mutant frogs with wings. You've got beetle bugs that are dropping bombs and stuff all over the place. You've got this giant sleeping pig that you have to wake up with cymbals. And then lead them over to this like anvil thing to crush them and make them all flat, and then you can get past it. He's like the laziest boss in the world, isn't he?
He's sleeping.
He's sleeping the whole time.
And they have some great like special move animations as well.
I love the music. The music was one of the best parts of this.
I mean, you get this whole kind of southern, Cajun,
jazz,
Creole jazz thing going on.
But you're in for a song.
A song? Isn't this a science museum?
Hey, this is the Big Easy. Come on, I just want somebody to jam with.
The cinematics are really well done. Problem is that you can't click through.
Can't click through
the cinematics.
Not all of the character constructs are that great, and let's be honest. I mean, Voodoo Vince, great textures and great sort of nice little details, but a fairly simplistic looking character.
Well, that's the biggest problem I have with this game is, you know what? I really don't want to play a voodoo doll.
No.
Crash Bandicoot's a cool character. Sonic's a cool character. Mario's a cool character.
No,
Voodoo Vince.
I disagree. I think
not a cool character.
I think that's a great character, and I think that a lot of the great sort of art design and stuff like that went into this game is very clever, but there are some limitations. The environments,
like, it's darker, it's New Orleans.
It's darker, and it's also more claustrophobic.
I mean,
you don't feel like
that's for sure.
You don't feel like you have as much room to breathe and run around. And
very innovative in the level design. I really like this game a lot.
I enjoyed this game too, and I think that Xbox owners should do themselves a favor and check this game out.
Absolutely.
I'm going to give Voodoo Vince a 7.5.
I'm giving it an 8. On the positive side, this has some of the coolest and unique Cajun Creole jazz music you've ever heard. The graphics and cinematics overall are very well done, but most of all, it's the unique level design and the character Vince himself which really shines.
On the negative side, the environments feel a little bit claustrophobic. There's just not enough areas to explore in each of these levels. You can't click through the cinematics, bad move there. And as innovative as Voodoo Vince is, it doesn't rank with the Banjo-Kazooies, the Mario Sunshines, or the Jak 2s of this world.
Today on the show, we took a look at Madden NFL 2004. This is an incredible sports game with tons of detail. We love the playmaker control and the new owner mode, but where's the Xbox Live support? We also looked at ESPN NFL football from Sega. There are some terrific tight controls in this game, and we love the ESPN presentation. We weren't too crazy about that first-person mode, though. Exclusive to the PlayStation 2, we looked at NFL Game Day 2004. This series is getting much better. We like the online play and the voice support, but this game is still not up to the caliber of Madden or ESPN. On the GameCube, we looked at PNO 3. Very strange title, but we like the music and the very cool dancing assassin, but we didn't like the controls. For the Xbox, we looked at Voodoo Vince. Excellent music in this game and some clever character ideas, but the gameplay just wasn't as fun as some of the best platformers out there. In hardware, we looked at the MC2 Microcon racing wheel from Mad Catz. This small wheel works pretty well and it's good value, but if you've got big hands, you want to be looking somewhere else. On the Game Boy Advance, sticking with our football theme, Tommy reviewed Madden NFL 2004. He loved all the cool Madden extras that you get in this portable game, but he thought the animation was a little bit sluggish. Well, that's the end of the show. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to catch you guys next time on Judgment Day.
booth this year, but one of the coolest things is they're giving out free tattoos. Not little fake tattoos that you put on with water. The real deal. Needle and ink going in your skin. One thing is it's got to have the G4 logo in it.
It shows dedication, that's for sure.
Just like that.
I'm a little nervous, yeah, it's first time. Oh, wow. The pain purifies. Hardcore, dude.
My devotion to video games.
Yeah.
They were like free tattoos, and I was like, well, that sounds good. They were like G4 logo, and I was like, that sounds even better.
They gave that to me, dude.
G4 is a great station. They usually leave it on 24/7.
It was just insane the first time I saw it. It's awesome. I need to call my cable provider.
I watch it all the time.
I'll start watching it now.
Watch G4 TV for gamers.
It's good to taste the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field together. It's good to throw a 5,000-mile post pattern together. It's good to make your entire league beg for mercy together. NFL Fever 2004, rated E for everyone. It's good to play together.
Two teams converge, but only one will emerge. It's time to find out who's got the stuff of champions on another episode of Arena! Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is Arena, the show that turns multiplayer games into competitive sports. I'm Lee Rareman, your host, and we've got two teams that are about to go to battle in pursuit of digital domination. Today, we'll get the adrenaline pumping on the console with F-Zero GX. Then move over to the PC with Unreal Tournament 2003. Finally, we'll wrap things up with America's Army Special Forces, which we will play on Atlantis Cyberspace's virtual reality pods. But before we get started, let's go to Kevin Pereira, who will explain the law of Arena.
Thanks, Lee. And here on Arena, there are 9 possible points to be won. The console game is worth a point, while each PC game is worth 2. Now, the team with the highest accumulated score will also pick up a point. And finally, the team with the MVP will rack up an additional 3 points. And those good citizens are the new laws here in Arena. Now let's check in with Stacy Barcelata for our player introductions.
Thank you, Kevin. On the last episode of Arena, Team Minority's dominance in Unreal Tournament 2003 carried them to a 3rd consecutive victory. Today, they're going for their 4th win in a row, but Team Kaizen is looking to end the streak. Here they are.
Got my nick, I used to watch anime, so I got that from Escafone. Right now I'm a junior at San Diego State University, pretty much play video games and party. Throw a lot of parties at my house, go around, party around states, go to some frats. I was gonna join a frat, but I quit that because it turned out to be kind of lame because it was a pretty frat.
Everybody when I was little called me Mac, so short for McKechnie. We hang out and LAN a lot, play games together, that's about it. I play video games instead of watching TV, pretty much. It's my entertainment. I'm all about the offense. I like killing people.
When I used to be in wrestling, I got ringworm, and the 3 other team members were supposed to be Mac, Infinite, and Eska. Infinite couldn't make it because he's playing in Korea for the World Cyber Games, but he just lost today.
I probably spend more time on my computer and at the arcades than I do in the classroom. Unreal Tournament is really fast-paced, frag shooting. And then America's Army, it's actually almost like Ghost Recon where it's one-shot kills. We already just took out G4 staff. We're just gonna take you guys next.
My teammates I went to high school with, and I've been friends with them for probably like 5 years, and we've been gaming at local LAN places mostly. Hav, he's my current roommate. I live with him, and we game every night. I like to play capture the flag as much as I can.
Cameron brought me into video games, and after that, it's been golden. Actually, we play different games. Like, I'm more into like DoD, like more realistic. Cameron's more fast-paced, like Tribes. Goal is to win, to kick some ass.
My relationship with Unreal Tournament hasn't really been a relationship. I sort of played on and off. Oh, America's Army, it's a great game. I like a realistic game more than oh, I can shoot you 1,000 times and you won't go down.
I know the team by my brother and 2 of his friends. They're my friends too. We don't usually play other teams, but yeah, if you get into Go, usually like, oh no, I'm better this, no, I'm better that. Oh, good luck. Hope we win.
All right, we're starting things off here in the console pit, where all 4 players from each team will get a chance to make a difference as they'll each take a turn at the game. Today's game is F-Zero GX on the Nintendo GameCube. Now, F-Zero is a racing game directly from the future where excessive speed and enhanced power-ups are the name of the game, so don't blink or you'll end up sucking exhaust.
1. And Kaizen, the newcomer challenger, will be in red with Minority in blue. Eska for Kaizen and Wild Arms for Minority.
That's right, Lee. Right out of the chute, Wild Arms off to a strong lead here, hitting every single turbo pad. Hasn't touched a single wall yet, Lee. He has not missed a single speed boost. He is full on energy, and in a moment here, he'll be crossing the finish line.
Usually in the POV of the challenger, you can see the leader in front of him. Not in this race, as Wild Arms pulls away. And there it is, Minority takes round 1.
That was a spank.
2. Starting round 2 with our champion, Minority. Having taken round 1, it's Zero Limits for Minority. And it's Mac for Kaizen. Again, Minority in blue, Kaizen in red.
And Mac taking a page out of Eska's book, Lee. Before the match, we saw them customizing their racer, going for speed over balance. We'll see if it helps him here. Didn't seem to help his buddy last round.
But he's gotten out to a brief lead. Here has Mac, the challenger, hoping to state their claim.
And Zero Limits cuts his speed down to 0 momentarily while slamming into a wall, but he's back on track now.
Zero Limits in hot pursuit.
He's got to crash.
But Mac holding on to that lead.
Mac with a solid finish takes round 2.
3. And counting down to round 3, for Minority it will be Cool Spot, and for Kaizen it will be Out Phase. And the red car is out to a quick lead.
And a little bit of friendly contact there, Lee, as Cool Spot gives Out Phase a little nudge.
But now Out Phase has taken over. It is now, although hitting a rough patch there, but then...
And Cool Spot pulls ahead.
Goes back into first place.
Excellent overtake by Cool Spot, taking advantage of Out Phase's piss-poor driving.
Do something. Muscle hard.
This round 3 is anybody's game so far.
Cool Spot running into a little trouble there on the turn. Let's see if Out Phase can capitalize here. Not a whole lot of track left, Lee.
Better make a move quick. And not quick enough. As Cool Spot, the captain, victorious. 4. And round 4 will either determine Minority as the winner or send us into a tiebreaker. Magic Stick in the blue car for Minority and Ringworm in the red car for Kaizen.
Don't turn too much into the wall.
And Magic Stick out to a quick lead, Kevin.
That's right, Lee, but Ringworm for Team Kaizen. He did customize his racer for max speed. And Magic Stick bounces around, and Kaizen could take advantage of that right here, hitting the acceleration pad. He's catching up on him, Lee.
And there it is.
Ringworm overtakes Magic Stick.
He came, he conquered. And now in red for Kaizen, Ringworm.
Flying down the track like a greased weasel, Ringworm. And it looks like we are going into sudden death, Lee.
5. And our tiebreaker will determine the winner here with Mac for the challenger in red and with Wild Arms in blue, and he's out to an early lead.
Perfect, dude, that's perfect.
I am on the edge of my seat, Lee. We could see a first right here. Minority has yet to take a console game in each one of their arena appearances.
But with Wild Arms in first place, they may be on the verge.
And Mac bumping into the corners there. Oh, getting knocked around.
There we go, baby. There we go.
Mac is not going to be able to catch up with this much time left, Lee. This one's all Wild Arms.
And there it is. And the console game goes to our defending champion.
What is this?
And what a disappointing maiden voyage for Kaizen. They come in here thinking they got a great chance, lose the tiebreak.
That's right, Lee, and I think it's because Team Minority customized their rides for acceleration, which helps when you bump those turns.
And Stacy's with a wild man, Wild Arms.
I'm with Wild Arms. You had the fastest time on the console round. How'd you do it?
Ran a perfect race. Watched the sides, got all the boosts. It went all well.
Now, it's your 4th time on Arena. You've yet to win a console round. This is your first time. Are you worried it's going to throw off the rest of your game playing?
Yeah, I'm a little worried it's going to throw us, because it's sort of tradition. We lose the first, and then we win everything else, so we'll see how it goes.
Well, yes, we will. We'll see how it all turns out. Lee, back to you.
He's wild, he's crazy, and somebody stop the presses because Team Minority has broken its console curse. But does that mean they've jinxed themselves for Unreal Tournament 2003? We'll find that out in a minute. And later, we'll see if they can complete their mission in America's Army. That's all coming up right here on Arena.
This portion of G4 is brought to you by PlayStation 2.
Today we're going to test a tractor beam from Ratchet & Clank Going Commando. Oh, nice, dude. Nice job, nice job.
Whoa, turn that thing off! No, turn it off! Sweet.
The tractor beam, one of 51 weapons and gadgets not fit for this world. Rated T for teen.
Welcome back, everyone, to Arena. Now, before the break, Minority and Kaizen had to go to sudden death to determine a console winner, and Minority finally has a lead going into Unreal Tournament 2003. Let's see if they can keep that lead going or if they'll lose it. Let's go to Kevin in the PC ring.
Thank you very much, Lee. Yes, the game we're playing is Unreal Tournament 2003, and the mode is Capture the Flag. Today, we're playing Elect Fields, where the static towers of the Mark and Flow stand majestically above Purgatory, where one false move will drop you straight into hell.
1. And round 1 is underway in Unreal Tournament 2003. And Minority going in here with a lead, Kevin. Let's see how they fare. It might throw them off.
I was watching these guys during practice, and Team Minority was playing a lot more D than we're used to seeing.
Mac of Kaizen grabs the blue flag and is immediately dispensed of with some of that D that you spoke of, Kevin.
Lee, I actually think he was taken out by some friendly fire that time.
I got it.
At the same moment, Cool Spot was over there grabbing his team's flag.
Cool Spot has a red flag. We've seen that many times
and
here.
Look at Cool Spot with that minigun, quad damage, and flag in hand.
Attempting to capture that flag.
Cool Spot plants one, making this a 1-0 game here. Mac for Team Kaizen with the flag, using that shield gun.
Where's that Dogo?
Picks up a quad damage and switches to the shock rifle. Takes down a member of Team Minority, and now he's making his way back, Lee.
And this is one of the longest periods of time we've ever seen anyone have the flag against Minority.
Oh, and serves up a combo meal with that shock rifle, but unfortunately goes down.
They're not even pushing, though. I think they're just stacking their base.
More life out of Kaizen than we've seen out of many of the opponents against Minority.
Everybody D up! Everybody D! Everybody D!
And fantastic defense by Minority.
They know what it takes to defend their flag. And there's Eska for Team Kaizen with the flag, Lee. I don't know how much time he has, but...
He better hustle.
I'm still at their base, dude. Hey, kill that dude, outface.
He's taking his time to do battle instead of just hustling to the flag. He's just standing in place with the shield gun, and he pays for it, Lee, dropping the flag.
Got him. Keep flag home.
That'll just about do it as time runs down.
There we go. That is how it's done.
2. And round 2 underway. The defending champions, Minority. One flag capture was enough to win it last round.
Outphase picks up the quad damage and tries to chase down Cool Spot, who has his flag. Cool Spot gets taken out.
Sometimes defense is the best offense.
Lee, if you keep saying things like that, we're going to be into overtime. You know how we all feel about that.
Guy right side, middle, up the middle.
Excellent communication from Minority as they spot an intruder in their base. And Mac is tap dancing around the enemy flag, trying to take out Minority's defender. Decides it'd be better to just grab it and run, and unfortunately he grabs it and moonwalks right off the map.
Cool Spot grabs a flag, but coming under heavy fire, goes down.
Regroup. We just gotta keep trying.
Wild Arms on Minority back to defend his flag, and Lee.
And into overtime we go. Magic Stick for Minority grabs a red flag. It's sudden death.
Minority goes down.
Is what Magic Stick got.
Dude, they are freaking good.
Mac with the flag for his team. Quad damage and a minigun in hand. Slipping slides in the rain and bleeds green, dropping the flag.
Cool Spot for Minority has a flag.
But he is taking fire.
And he goes down. Mac for Kaizen. Taking a shot at the title.
He's got an enemy from Team Minority on him, 2 now.
And he goes down, and this game is going nowhere fast. Reminds me of 2 19th century prize fighters when they used to fight 50 rounds.
PK, I can't do this alone. How many times I gotta tell you that?
The first time any of these gamers have been able to last this long in anything, Lee. Cool spot for Team Minority grabs a flag, but guess what happened shortly after that, Lee? He died.
God almighty. For Kaizen, it's Mac.
Arena host trying to sound excited about it. Outcome certain.
For the love of God.
You are now in hour 3 of Arena.
For Minority, cool spot. Grabs a flag.
Got it. Go. Magic stick for Minority dropping the flag bearer for Team Kaizen. As Cool Spot making a run. He's getting shot with rockets and he goes down. The flag is returned.
Fatigue becoming a factor for players and or on-camera host.
Can we call it a draw and switch maps?
As Mac takes down a member of Team Minority, he's making his way. He's got double damage. He dodges a rocket, uses the adrenaline power-up. He is regenerating on the way back to the base. My fingers are crossed for this.
I need help, I need help, I need help.
Zero limits for Minority, grabs a red flag.
Which means that Mac for Kaizen will not be able to score. Story of his life, Lee.
Oh, pick up the flag!
Oh, but Zero Limits goes down. Oh, but Cool Spot is there to pick it up. Oh, thank you so much, Cool Spot.
Mac for Kaizen, cool spot for Minority. We've been here a week. Somebody placed the flag for crying out loud.
Mac for Kaizen goes down, dropping his flag, but his teammate is there to pick it up.
Mac, guard real quick.
Eska has the flag. He is taking damage, though, using his shield gun, and he goes down.
Cool Spot has a chance, and that's
it. Yeah!
3.
And round 3 is underway after that marathon round of round 2 that went 26 minutes, Kevin. Minority pulled one out, and I don't know about you, but I've had enough. This one goes into overtime. I'm going to get a show on the Food Network.
Let's make it an hour this time.
And Magic Stick for Minority grabs the flag.
And unfortunately, he gets taken out right away. We're in for a repeat of last round, Lee.
Coming up left side, left side, left side.
Outphase with the flag for Kaizen. And you notice a team member in the distance there to draw the fire and escort him. But Outphase does not notice the minigun. Okay, Lee gets the score here early in round 3.
I think it's a goose egg to goose egg.
Just get ready to go in overtime, dude.
Magic Stick weasels his way in, grabbing the flag, and he gets taken out faster than a California governor. As Ringworm for Kaizen steps it up, we are in overtime, and he is off the map.
And if history is any guide for us today, Cool Spot will go down in maybe 1, 2.
Cool Spot broke his personal best record, Lee. You are right. 4 seconds with that flag.
Eska for Kaizen.
Pops a member of Minority with the rocket and grabs the flag, Lee. He stands a chance, at least for the next few seconds, as a member of Minority rounds the corner, minigun in hand, and mows him down.
Defensive battle for those scoring at home. Although a lot of these MVP points are being racked up. Cool Spot grabs a flag, moves toward the base, loses his ass.
That quad damage is ownage.
Someone, dear goodness, please score a point so we can go home. Eska for Kaizen grabs the blue flag, making the way back toward the base.
Eska doing an excellent job dodging that fire. Takes a little damage there. Leaps onto the rail Tony Hawk style and gets taken out. Unreal Tournament style. As Mac picks up the slack, grabbing the blue flag.
Defense, defense, defense.
And the red flag for Magic Stick.
Probably not for long, but cross your fingers, kiddies. Mac for Kaizen using the adrenaline power-up. He's got speed.
Dude, I'm dead.
And he falls off the map. The flag is returned, and Magic Stick plants one.
Well, Kevin, it lasted forever. It wasn't pretty, but Unreal Tournament 2003 once again in the hands of Minority.
That's right, Lee. And once again, Magic Stick and Cool Spot able to step it up deep into overtime. That's what got him the win.
And Magic Stick, that last flag capture, is with Stacy right now.
Thanks, Lee. I'm with Magic Stick, who managed to pull off a win for his team in the last moments. How'd you do it?
It was incredible. It was long. Last 2 rounds went on OT. It was painfully long. I just got the flag, had my buddies next to me, we capped the flag.
After all that play, you feeling optimistic heading into America's Army?
I seriously thought we were going to lose, but looking good so far.
That's the word from here. Lee, back to you.
Now, don't get too excited just yet there, Mr. Magic Stick. Now, Minority keeps the shutout streak alive in Unreal Tournament 2003, although that was their toughest battle so far. But Team Kaizen isn't throwing in the towel just yet. And we'll see what happens in America's Army Special Forces coming up next, right here on Arena.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Kevin Wiseman from ABC's Alias. You are watching G4, TV for Gamers.
Roswell, New Mexico, 1947. UFO wreckage is discovered and seized by military personnel. It is speculated that the alien technology recovered has been applied to modern-day innovations. To this day, the government denies any existence of alien technology.
Financing available on Alienware Systems.
Welcome back, everyone, to Arena. Now, before the break, Team Minority survived a marathon session in UT 2003 with, as Mike Tyson would say, an impetuous style and an impregnable defense. But there's still one more round to go, so let's check in with Sergeant Hansen for the briefing on America's Army Special Forces.
Good evening, gentlemen. I'm Sergeant First Class Hansen, and this is your brief for the rescue mission. The enemy conducted an ambush this morning. They injured one of the key leaders of the resistance. That resistance leader was able to escape and went to a neutral hospital in order to get treatment. Your mission is to infill into this area, proceed to the hospital where you can enter through the lower or upper levels or through the garage and make contact with the resistance leader. You are then to escort him out of the building to the helipad where you'll be exfilled. You must ensure that you do not injure any civilians or any staff in the hospital. Are there any questions?
No, sir.
Good luck.
Team Minority was chosen to go first, and the team is suiting up right now. And once these virtual soldiers are ready, they'll have 10 minutes to complete the mission. Now our players will be immersed in the ultra-realistic environment of America's Army Special Forces through the use of Atlantis Cyberspace's VR pods. Well, it looks like Team Minority is in position, so let's see how they do.
And first up is Team Minority here in America's Army. Cool spot, a familiar sight as captain.
I got behind you. Alex, go ahead. I have a feeling that their experience in the pods might help them pull this one out, Lee.
Their objectives are to extract the VIP to the helipad, minimize casualties.
Most importantly for this team, Lee, as we've seen in the past, minimize team kills.
I'm shooting.
Excellent teamwork right off the bat, as Magic Stick taking some pot shots on an enemy. We've got Cool Spot behind a truck as the team makes their way outside. But it looks like two members of Team Minority get taken out early here. They were standing out in the open.
Oh, this is bullshit.
They're down to two.
Wild Arms and Cool Spot.
And now Minority will have to adapt on the fly as they have before, Lee, as Wild Arms goes behind Cool Spot, who's actively mowing down a member of the opposing force.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Follow me, follow me, follow me.
Excellent communication between Wild Arms and Cool Spot at all times as Cool Spot clears the way. They have just entered the hospital, Lee. Wild Arms and Cool Spot in tandem.
And sometimes, as we've seen here, it's almost easier to travel as a team of two than it is as a team of four.
Cool Spot peeks out from behind a corner, did not notice the enemy to his left, but he spots him now and opens up fire.
Did you get him? I don't know yet.
Cool Spot enters a room and within seconds takes out a member of the opposing force. Wild Arms joins him around that corner. They are now moving in tandem, Lee. Having played this map before, they know exactly where the VIP is and they've met up with him.
And now this group of three, Cool Spot, the VIP, Wild Arms.
Oh, and poor strategy on the part of Cool Spot and Wild Arms.
Whoa, what the f***? Where?
They walk right by an open door and do not manage to peek around the corner, and Wild Arm pays dearly for that mistake.
Cool Spot's on his own.
Oh, and it looks like Cool Spot eliminates the VIP.
Rule number one, don't shoot the guy you came for, you dumbass. And for our reigning champion Minority, the wheels came off right from the beginning in America's Army.
That's right, Lee. They started things off with a team kill and then followed up by killing the VIP.
Let's see if Team Kaizen fares any better. And Kaizen up here at America's Army. And Kevin, with the bar being so low, what an opportunity here for Team Kaizen, attempting to enter the hospital, rescue the VIP, get to the helipad.
Slow down, Buzz. Slow down, slow down.
They're communicating fairly well. However, one major mistake could be that they are not sticking together as a group, Lee.
It's not easy to come in here as a newcomer.
But so far, Lee, these guys are doing an excellent job, and they're using the pillars for cover. Excellent strategy. Outphase is making excellent use of the VR pods, Lee. He's leaning physically, which is causing his character to peek out in the virtual world, and that gives him a well-covered bead on the bad guy.
Yeah, I'll throw a grenade. Where at?
A little bit cautious so far.
Team Kaizen chucks a frag grenade into the fray, and it explodes, taking out a member of the opposing force. Matt goes on the run, mowing down another member of the op force, and he makes his way into the entrance of the hospital.
He's dead, he's dead, he's dead.
All four members of Team Kaizen are now in the building.
And look at Outphase, staying behind, making sure no one sneaks up on these guys.
I saw him. I got him pinned down.
And Mac spots an enemy in the doorway, alerts his teammates who come right away to his side. They have adapted incredibly quickly to America's Army and the VR pods.
Fantastic job so far here by Team Kaizen.
And a firefight going on in a crowded hallway.
And Outphase goes down at the hands of a bad guy. Our first casualty for Team Kaizen, but the VIP is within reach.
Get the VIP. I'll watch that door where he went.
Mac gets up as the VIP exits the room.
The VIP is firmly in hand now for Team Kaizen.
I think they loosen their grip a little bit.
Mac, Ringworm, Eska now attempt to find the helipad.
All right, everyone come this way.
Guy at the front.
And Ringworm spots an enemy, alerts his teammates right away as he strafes around that corner and opens fire on a member of the op force.
garbage you got behind us, man?
And down goes Mac.
And they are making their way to the helipad, Lee, but I have a feeling that more bad guys still remain despite an excellent showing. Eska is out in wide open territory right now, Lee, and he spots a remaining member of the opposing force, takes him down, and now Ringworm is at the helipad as well, and they're trying to bring the VIP into the garage, and it looks like they have completed their objective here, Lee.
Wow, so in what might have been beginner's luck, Team Kaizen rescued the VIP and won the round. And in Unreal Tournament 2003, 2 evenly matched teams went into overtime in 2 out of 3 rounds, with Minority finally pulling it out.
Which is exactly what happened in our console game, too, as Minority had to go down to sudden death to win, but Kaizen, in the end, they picked up the bonus point for the highest cumulative team score.
It came down to the MVP to decide today's winner. And clinching it with his performance in America's Army Special Forces and helping his team to pull off an upset of epic proportions is
Eska of Team Kaizen.
Let's go to Stacy with our new champions.
Thanks, Lee. I'm down here with our new winning team and new MVP, Eska. How's it feel to knock the reigning champs off the throne?
Pretty good. We pwned them in the face. We gave them some facials at UT. Knocked them out at America's Army. We took them out.
Now, you guys did a fantastic job. It was your first time. You're the rookie team. Do you have any advice for the team that's coming to compete against you next?
They better practice.
You heard it here first. We'll see how they do next time. Lee, back to you.
Congratulations, men, having won this truly monumental battle. We'll just have to wait until next time to see if you can defend your title as the newest arena champions. For Kevin Pereira, Stacy Barcelona, I'm Lee Rehrman. We'll see you next time on Arena.
Well, now that you've seen the competition, we want to see if you've got the stuff of champions. So if you're at least 18 years of age and live in or near the Los Angeles area, then throw your hat into the ring by going to our website. Visit us at g4tv.com/arena and sign up to compete on the show that turns multiplayer video games into a competitive sport. And we will see you in the arena.
From the mean streets of Chicago to the perilous plains of Texas, the best players in the land locked horns at the EA Sports Madden Challenge for ultimate bragging rights and a chance at 50 G's.
We get down, man. That's all we do.
Now the Sweat Madden Challenge wrap-up takes you on a year-end tour of gut-wrenching finishes engineered by the greatest players the game has ever seen.
He let a 14-year-old beat him by a touchdown.
The Sweat Madden Challenge wrap-up, Friday at 10 p.m.
That's it. Lip to the right. Oh! Oops.
Games have come a long way. The stuff that kids were playing on their consoles and computers 10 or 15 years ago bears practically no resemblance to what people are playing today.
What was that?
When you look past all the technical wizardry and graphical polish, have games really changed all that much? Well, yeah, they have. Specifically, they changed back in 1998, the single greatest year in the entire history of gaming.
No.
98 was a watershed year in which virtually every popular style of game was defined or redefined. These and other instant classics proceeded to shape and define gaming history forever after.
Back then, it looked like Bump and Jump with swearing. You guys remember Bump and Jump, right? Grand Theft Auto was released to lukewarm reviews and raised a few eyebrows along the way. But we all know what ended up happening to that little series of games.
It's the best you got.
Looking back, GTA's influence is undeniable. It was the game that proved just how exciting life in the big city could really be.
Although real-time strategy games have been popular prior to 1998, Blizzard's StarCraft was a groundbreaking hit that set the stage for all RTS games to come.
It will be done by your feet.
Leading up to StarCraft's release, some skeptics assumed the game would be little more than orcs in space. In other words, a sci-fi coat of paint splashed onto Blizzard's popular Warcraft series.
At one side.
StarCraft achieved a perfect balance, making it one of the greatest games of all time.
The Sega Saturn, rival to Sony's PlayStation, ultimately didn't succeed in knocking newcomer Sony back into the realm of consumer electronics. '98 was pretty much the Saturn's last hurrah, a relative low point in an otherwise amazing year for games. But with outstanding games like Panzer Dragoon Saga and Grandia, both of which were released late in the system's life cycle, it went out with a bang.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Metal Gear Solid was the highly anticipated successor to the old 8-bit stealth games, and quickly became a breakthrough hit for designer Hideo Kojima. Who can forget the battle with Psycho Mantis, for example? You actually needed to unplug your controller in order to keep this psychic freak from reading your mind.
I just wanted an excuse to kill as many people as I could.
Metal Gear Solid's cinematic presentation and great storytelling was a cut above anything else on any system that year, and even surpassed a lot of what was being done in movies at that time.
Who are you? I'm like you. I have no name.
Metal Gear Solid may have been flashy, but Thief: The Dark Project did stealth gameplay better than any other game out there. Thief lived up to its original concept, with terrific execution, highly atmospheric sound effects, and some truly creepy levels, combined to give you the feeling that you were really in some fantastical medieval world. Robbing from the rich and keeping the loot for yourself, while unintentionally saving the world in the process.
There are others. I can show you, please. Please.
Somebody put your gun down. You put my gun down.
I need 7 guys in 2 cars by the time I hang up.
Fastlane, Sunday night at 9, only on the Whip Set.
Yes.
Pie?
I love you.
Oh, yes! Wouldn't you rather cross the land of the dead in your own sports car? Maybe try a luxury ocean cruise? Or, if you led a very good life, you may even be eligible for a ticket on the number 9 itself.
The number 9?
That's our top-of-the-line express train. It shoots straight to the 9th underworld, the land of eternal rest, in 4 minutes instead of 4 years. But very few people qualify. Let's take a look at your records. Well, the bad news is the train appears to be just out of your reach, but I still got a couple of tricks up my sleeve here. Yaha! Yes, that's the ticket. The Excelsior line. Yes, she's a beauty. That compass in the handle will sure come in handy, too. Oh, you're going to have a great trip. Wish I was going.
Why don't you? You could give me a lift.
Oh, I can't leave here until I've worked off a little debt to the powers that be.
Community service, eh? Well, I guess there are some folks worse off than me.
Oh, I'll be leaving here soon enough. No thanks to dead and no commission low-life cases like yours.
Since it was coming from then-unknown developer Valve Software, expectations for Half-Life weren't all that high prior to the game's release. Simply put, Half-Life was incredible. The way in which it wove together realistic scripted sequences with thrilling shootouts and mind-bending puzzles was truly amazing. One of Half-Life's innovations was the way in which it never took you out of the experience. It was a class act that made all other first-person shooters before it pale in comparison. It became the game that everyone tried to emulate, but no one could quite live up to it. Considering how predominant the first-person shooter has become, that's saying a lot.
Velociraptor.
The transition from the 2D days of the 80s to the 3D days of the 90s wasn't a smooth one. But the textbook case for showing how it's done came in the form of The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo 64. The big revelation in Ocarina of Time comes when you realize how much sense lock-on targeting makes in a third-person action adventure. Since the game would pivot the camera to keep your target in front of you, you could stop fumbling with the camera control and get on to the task at hand. Between its innovative techniques, great story, and interesting puzzles, it was nearly impossible to find fault with Ocarina of Time when it landed in 1998. That's why it's not only our Game of the Year, but it's also the first game on GameSpot to receive a perfect 10 score. Even at the time, we knew we wouldn't need hindsight to declare this one of the greatest games of all time.